Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to Weaponize the Senses Day 2. Today we're going to cover, we're going to build on yesterday, right? Remember, the goal here is to give you enough information in 16 hours to make yourself a tracker, all right? Practice these things often, put it to use, work it, build that little track trap spore pit in your backyard, and throw some tracks in there once in a while and analyze them. Cool. All right, but how do we manage the track specifically? Okay, so he establishes his direction of travel. He's got here, he comes here, positive spore, okay? Now, if he does this, here's some abstract for you. He comes up here and he does this. Look at me, read my body language. Because that's what we're doing with dogs, aren't we? We read their body language, they can't talk to us. So the tracker comes up. What did he tell you?
Maybe.
That's a maybe.
Stop. He's gonna do it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna say, when he gives you that, you'll say, hold on. You're gonna bring him up. He's gonna mark last known. See it? Mm-hmm. He's gonna move up to the tracker. He's going to give me size, type, pattern, age, and one of the other three. If he can't give me that, then he better have something else. All right? Or we can work through it to verify it. At some point, we have to say, "Oh no, dude, that's not. Do something better." So he works it. If he can't find it, then we get into evolving procedures. The next thing he's going to do, we have options here. Okay? We can bump trackers up 50 yards. And cross them over. So the right flank will bound out to cut across the tracks. The left flank will bound in so they don't walk on each other's tracks. And he's cutting for sign. They pick it up, tracker moves up, verifies, team leader moves the team. All right. In a search and rescue team, what we do is we communicate with our cell phones a lot. All right. We have radios on us, but a lot of times we end up with our cell phones. One person has a radio with the commander, the search and rescue commander. But what can we do with our cell phones?
Document. Take pictures.
Yeah, we can document, we can take photos, we can share those photos straight to the commander. Commander can annotate notes on those and then distribute them throughout the field to everybody who needs to see those tracks. All right? It's a very easy thing to show up to a location, get caught up in the hustle and bustle, what's going on. You know, the urgency, this team over here says they got tracks. That team over there says they have tracks. You got a dog that's hitting on scent over here. You've got to be level-headed and cool and say, you know what? In this context, in this situation, this doesn't make sense. They're tracking that way. We're tracking one person. They say they got tracks over here, and we got canine handler over here going a different direction. All right, we got to unask this situation, all right? And sometimes you don't have the authority to do that, all right? But what you can do is not be out there wasting your time, all right? And verify by tracks, all right? So if you can age and put those tracks within the context of your story, then you're going to be more successful, all right? So here's a brief date: February 8th, 2026. Time now. Teams 1 and 2, trackers 1 and 2, move to Hardison Road no later than 09 a.m. in order to meet with on-site witness. That's the property owner, one shepherd, plank holder, and you're going to brief him, get information for him, ask the questions that you need to ask in order to conduct a tracking mission. All right, we call that a follow-up. A common name for a tracking mission is a follow-up. And that comes from Rhodesia. All right. Situation. At 01 last night, this morning actually, at 01 a.m., the property owner, who is a big supporter of our mission out here, caught moving on his game cam. He saw an individual out there. Looks like he was dumping. Looks like he had some other activity out there, possibly poaching, stealing resources, all right? The big picture is, at this point, society has collapsed. There's no law enforcement available. We're in a red dawn situation, all right? You have your colony of friends and assets, and you got to protect your resources. And your resources involve livestock, chickens, goats, all right? Wood, water, all those things, generators, gas, vehicles, okay? You've got to protect that. And somebody's threatened those resources over here in this part of your property, okay? Last night, sighted the Brent, Sergeant Major Downing, arrived at the scene at 2 a.m., sighted the suspect individual to the south of Hardison Mound, and attempted to make contact. Called out, asked him to identify himself. The dude got squirrely from about 100 yards and took a shot at Brent. Brent returned fire with a couple rounds. The guy disappeared in the woods heading south. That time was about 2:15 a.m. this morning. Okay. Brent didn't take any rounds to the vehicle or himself. He's good, he's safe, he's got all of his gear. The Sergeant Major reported he heard a slap sound when he took that shot. All right. Sergeant Major returned fire, subject fled east. I'm sorry, east. Okay. So from the sighting position, he went down a fire break to the east. Sound good? All right, we do not have any drones. Drone batteries are dead right now. We're gonna try and get those charged up. So make sure you guys check in on the hour. You'll check in with me on the ground, okay? I'm tracker control. You're tracker 1? 2. 2, okay. How it's gonna look when you arrive on scene, we're gonna work that out this morning. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to work a scene in an organized manner. We're also gonna do a micro tracking exercise. This is gonna be a tough track, okay? This is gonna be a tough track. Why? Because I'm not teaching you tracking here at your level. I'm teaching you tracking at my level.
All right, everybody. I was walking down, patrolling this trail. I was about right here because I put the stick here. The subject was right kind of where the bend is, right where the green grass is in the bend, in that area when I challenged him. Okay, he raised his pistol. He shot, I shot. I thought I hit him. I don't know, but he took off sprinting and heading south from here down this trail. So we exchanged fire, and then he took off sprinting that direction. All right, but he was right around where that bend is in the road when I took my shot. Any questions? All right, go out and do great and wonderful things.
Okay, team leaders, I want you to coordinate between the two of you who's going to do what at this point. I want teams to check in with each other every 30 minutes. Can you guys do that? Okay. Stay in visual contact with each other. If the team decides to bump up, right, and it's going to be out of view because you're going to be really bold, like you were mentioning, that's a great idea. But have a plan to link up. Okay, have a plan to link up with each other. So, right here we don't have radios, so it's going to be a little difficult. All right, so just manage that. All right, team leaders, you got them. Now be bold, off the trail. Wide. You're not looking at the dirt. Eyes up, looking for body. Flankers, eyes up, looking for body, not trap.
He's got that little sunburst right in the middle.
Awesome, man. Good job right there.
So we're on the same track anyway. Steel plant or something.
Right, touch it. Well,
It went down. I mean, it's fresh.
it went down because it wasn't compressed. If I stepped on that,
Here's the,
if I stepped on that, that's what it would do. Nobody stepped right here. See all this?
It had a W.
See all this?
Uh-huh.
Nothing could have stepped on that within the last week. You see how this is all
Right.
uneven?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I got you.
If you want to see it, you'll see it.
Well, I was looking and I found it.
It's like, you know, I pull some toast out of the toaster, right?
Find Jesus.
And I can find Jesus on there or Elvis. Because that's perceptual fill.
Yep.
That's filling in our
Confirmation
blind
bias.
spots. Confirmation bias, yes sir. All right, so we're right here, which is really hard to see.
I can
Last
kind of
one
see
there.
the indention right there. From
Okay, yeah, there's some disturbance here.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been crushed there. See all these uneven little
Yeah.
ridges
Yeah.
and mountains in here? Those shouldn't exist because that's pig, right? He probably stepped out here. But let's go 30 inches from here. There's our last node.
Yep.
Boom, 30 inches up here.
Right there. Should be somewhere in here. He said he doesn't know.
Oh,
I told him I was going to come over.
He didn't see him that.
okay.
His instinct saw it before
Anyways,
he saw it.
do you have an idea on where his likely abdomen
Right
would
now,
be?
I'm going to check out this. Well, I know it's our guy because I've got the starburst lug pattern on the toe,
Yep.
on the ball. So that's right foot, left foot.
Hey,
That's transference.
what do you think, John?
I think our guy came through here.
Is that the one you got right there?
Yep.
Wow, that's it. Good job. There's
And
two.
transference right here.
That one
Here?
That one.
and then when they probably stepped.
Mud came off. Animal's not usually
going to do that.
What the hell is this with this print, though? Hey, what do you think this is?
Now you're seeing everything. You got the curse.
That's mine. I don't think I walked through the soft stuff right there.
No, that's
I
not
was
yours.
over here, laying prone, pulling security. I think it came around.
This guy's got a really high arch in his
There you
boot.
go. See the Wonder Woman in the toe?
Yep.
I'm in the toe too.
Yeah, the fine lines and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
There
This
you
is
go.
our guy. Looks like he's going that way. Somebody flankers. Hey, does somebody want to take over from here?
Eyes up.
Flankers, why don't you guys come in, take tracker and lead?
Oh, he's got something over there.
Hold that last node. Hold the last node, rear security.
Right there. This is the actual last one. Right
Yeah, don't walk on the trail, team leader.
Right there. I think he used that.
Team leader, next time don't go into 30 to get to your to check tracks and walk around. Remember your 30.
Am I 30? I'm outside. Well, I'm gonna have to stay on my 30 anyway because that's.
You own the 30, but you don't want to be there unless you're looking for tracks.
Hey, there's the other team behind us.
Okay? I would personally, after this is established, a true direction change from this trail, after you determine he got off this trail, he's not coming back on it, I would bump up around and try and find the next trap ahead. After you cut to the lake, or wherever you're going to cut, then you would check back in with the team and then redeploy another scheme of maneuver. Okay? But you're always looking for reasons to get ahead and cut the track off. Right? If you had quads, horses, freaking helicopters, you'd be taking that up there to get to it. Right? So that's why side-by-sides and vehicles are so dang important. Right? So come up with a plan. Study that map. Track and water right here. And we're trying to figure out if it's fresh. And Logan said, that track is still murky. Outstanding. That's what I want to see, right? We see it, but we want to see more as the index tracking. All right, TL, you got it.
Pattern here.
Work them.
Got tread pattern there. There's another step.
All right. Logan, back up. You mark last known, remember? You're marking the last known.
So you push the far edge here.
Outstanding. That right foot is like positive. Switch way out.
Tracker.
All right, TL, here you go.
Last known. Last foot. So push up.
There's a Wonder Woman. There's the transference on that leaf.
Yep.
And there's your Wonder Woman. 30 inches. Boom.
Another one right here. Pink.
All right, tracker, get off. You got to be bold. Way out there.
Oh,
Here's
look,
my 30.
like, there's one up there too.
No. He doesn't need to know that. It's between you and him. Hold that last node. Hold that last node. Okay, hold on. All right, so eyes up, master guns. All right, so this, eye contact. He comes up, and I put him on. Okay? That's the problem with the tracking stick that I don't like, is people will do that. Because right here.
Oh, because then they don't know where I'm putting it.
Right. Eye contact is most important. Left boot, direction of travel, right side of the trail. John, get wide. It's hard to age blood on a hard surface, right? But below, it's pulled and nice and fresh. All right. Here you go.
Still wet.
Yeah.
Just drip right there.
So what he did was, from that position, he stopped and looked back at us. He changed directions slightly. A 45-degree angle turn at this point. Went over here, maybe changed his bandage, and that might be why you see more blood. Because the blood was stopped, right? So he probably changed the bandage. Now, is this on the right side of the trail or left side of the trail? Because that might tell us what side of the body that blood is.
I can't tell whether it's left or right.
On both.
Yeah, I say it's inconclusive at this point.
He was standing sideways and went through and through.
Yeah,
Holes on both sides.
yeah, he walks. Yeah.
We'll call it that.
So, how we found this, we actually lost spore, right? We lost spore over here. We had a bunch of hits. We're like, nah, that doesn't feel good. It's just our intuition, right? Before you pull a trigger on a gun, especially pistol, on pistol qualification, you break, you got stance, grip, sight alignment, trigger control, trigger finger placement, aiming, breathing, follow through. And right when that shot breaks, you knew you shouldn't pull that trigger, but you do anyways, don't you? You can feel it in your gut. And break, boom, high right, like always, right? But that ninth shot you take, everything falls into place. And right when that round leaves that barrel, boom, you could close your eyes and be like, yep, that's a 10, right? That's instinct. It's like throwing a knife at a tree, right? You know, right when you let that knife go that 10th time, it bounced off 9 times, but that 10th time you released that knife, you knew that was gonna stick. Kobe, right? So, that's what we do here. We use our instinct the whole way. We keep pushing the track. We pushed it, pushed it, pushed it. We got out of that mess, pushed the track, and we were rewarded for that. It's like water, right? You gotta close those fingers or that water's gonna slip out. Right? You leave a gap, it's gonna go right through it. Okay? So great job. John, good tracking. Everybody, good tracking. All right. Plants, okay? There's 2 types of spore. There's aerial spore and there's ground spore, okay? Ground spore is that spore which falls below the top edge hilt of your boot. Everything below the top edge hilt of your boot, below, is ground spore. Now, can you step on grass and then it's staying there below the edge of the hilt? Yeah. And then the prominent winds come in the midday and they blow it up, and it becomes aerial spore, okay? But the rule of plants is this. Plants grow out and up, okay, to catch sunlight and water. And that shape funnels water to the roots, and the plant blades face the sun for photosynthesis. And as that process happens, you get a beautiful symmetric shape. It's symmetrical, okay? Now, when that symmetric shape is disturbed, everybody see that? Yep. We call that a starburst. This is how a plant's supposed to be. It's starbursting into the sky, okay? When it's disturbed, what do you notice?
Starburst. The bottom of the leaves,
Specific.
it's crushed. And
Bottom of the leaves are exposed. Most plants will expose a lighter underside and a darker top side. It's twisted, good words. We may have tension on it, right? Okay. You may have contusions. You may have a bruise from a lug on a blade of grass. You may have a transference of soil from one medium onto another, right? So remember that rule. It's called a starburst, right? And how to best to see it is, I see disturbance over this plant. What I'll do is I'll jump in my little helicopter and I fly right over it and I look straight down on it. And I look for that color change in the leaves or a crack in the leaf or contusion or something, right? So that's aerial spore. Remember, this plant has 2 choices. What are they?
Keep the limb or not keep the limb.
Keep it or lose it, right? All right. Now, if I got a fresh break here, that's obviously very fresh, right? I got those nice fine tendrils we talked about, right? These fine tendrils are going to slowly dry out, like octopus tendrils, and when they dry out, they're going to do this, curl up in the sun. Okay. Well, if I have a break here, which I have a beautiful fresh break right by this, that's what this led me to this. Well, you guys are digging into this already. I'm like very confident as I approached you because I saw this above it. And when I walked right here, I stood here and I did this. And small fragments flew off of it. Did it get snowed on? No, it didn't. So what I do is I take this break and I compare it to another.
Pretty darn fresh.
Yeah. Yep. That's why hues of color is so important, right? So aerial spore, ground spore. We confirm aerial spore with ground spore. This is not conclusive in itself. It is subjective. That is conclusive. Okay? Excellent job. We're on them, guys. And I just messed up your whole track line, so good luck. All right, so we're going to look at Onyx, and we're going to make a plan to cut these tracks off within 500 yards. Anything else, trails, fire breaks that have been built in there, anything else, all right? What we could do is bound up and hit this road.
I was gonna say, move over to that west.
Left, yes.
And move over to the west property line and follow
Absolutely.
south down to that corner.
Absolutely.
Is there, that road runs all the way down your property?
We started off really good start. All right. You got to do the hard right versus the easy wrong in tracking. And the hard right is really exploiting that start point. The last known position of the person you're tracking. You really got to sort that out. You got to get solid tracks. You got to debrief it to everybody. Make sure everybody gets a copy of those tracks on their phone or a picture or something. Right? Everybody has to burn that image into their brain because when the right flank stumbles on it, right, they can verify because oh yeah, I know what that looks. There's triangles in the ball. Hey, I've got them up here. Yeah. It's a hard right here, right? So we had he was moving natural. It may seem like he was doing something on purpose, but no, that's how people move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so really good tracking, man. Right now, with what I saw you see, and you see, actually every one of them, this guy right here got a good eye for tracking. Logan. The stuff I see allows me to evaluate that you guys have accomplished my terminal learning objectives. And my terminal learning objective was to get you to see through my eyes. Okay? I gave you the standard. The standard was size, type, pattern, age. You must have age and one of those other three. What gets you there is the A, B's, and C's. We're looking for the A, B's, and C's to get it. You're sorting through thousands and thousands of hoof tracks. And sometimes the edge cut of a hoof of that pig looks just like the edge cut of a boot.
Yeah.
So then you got to dig in and you got to move stuff out of the way to see the rest of that hoof. So a lot of work, great, outstanding job. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite places as far as medium. Because it just allows the progression of tracking from very easy to very difficult. So I'm really happy with this area, man. This place is
It even
bad.
changed further south.
Yeah, it changed more, huh?
Yeah, because there's a lot of hogs and grass.
Ah,
So
More open
once we
areas.
got past another 200 yards past your last spot or whatever, it changed.
oh, cool. Okay. We didn't get to hit the turtle drills, but what we did today was way more valuable to me as a teacher. Being able to cover that much ground and get both teams in track. Right? So I hope you felt a significant difference not only in your tracking skill but your awareness skills through tracking. Like John Poole said, the requisite attention to detail is inherent in every school-trained tracker because he understood that tracking was not just about following footprints. It was about awareness. And the tool of tracking is a great way to make you more aware. All right, so this is a mission that I've dedicated my life to. I've been fortunate enough to teach people who go out and do important things. You know, my teachers, my students are my heroes. That's how I really feel. I hope to be sitting in one of your classes in 10 years and you teaching me about what you've been able to do with this. You know, if you start a class, take it, man. Run with it. Teach the children. Those are the next generation of volunteers that are going to keep this country going. And those are the ones who need it. All right? So I hope you guys had a good experience. I had a lot of fun teaching you. It was really good meeting you. Logan, really happy to meet you, buddy. Good luck on your Eagle Scout certification. That's a really big deal. That's going to follow you the rest of your life. You know, with other Eagle Scouts, it's going to help you get jobs. It's going to help you, you know, not only that, it's going to help you to make good decisions in your life. And one day I hope that, I want to sit in your class one day.
That's right.
You know, I want to see you in 20 years, 30 years, and what you do with this. That's why I teach the children, because I learned when I was a boy, and that's the only way I got here. I had all those years, and all that time in the Marines. So, a snapshot of time in the Marines compared to this old bastard over here. So, yeah, I had a really great time, guys. Let's go around. Hey, debrief points for everybody for the whole experience, all right? I don't want attaboys for me. I want attaboys for the course, the program, the subject. Make sense? All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yes, sir.
I'm happy I took this class. I kind of was hesitant at first, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did it that I'm not even mad that I'm going to miss half the Super Bowl.
Well, you said half.
I'll make the second half.
Logan's driving. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it.
Outstanding class, outstanding system. I think that system you developed is outstanding. It breaks it down into easy to understand topics, and then you can see it all come together at the end, you know. And classmates, couldn't ask for a better group of people. I really enjoyed it. I was like him. I was kind of hesitant because I'm old and I'm cranky, and I was like, fuck it. I mean, let's go do another class. This is something you don't see every day, and you guys have made it a great weekend. So thank you to all of you.
Yeah, thanks for coming. We appreciate it, Dave.
I'll go next. So complete eye opener for me. So never done any type of realistic tracking like this. I love how you break it down into like a system. So like just I go down, you know, ABCs. And so it's very easily to like digest the information that you give, and nice to see it, you know, utilized in the real world scenario. So it's great.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin.
I'll go next.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but in 2 days, it's amazing that we were able to get a group of strangers to know each other and get to work as a team, accomplish man tracking.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, 16 hours, buddy. That's it. That's all you get. And a lot of it comes through the effort and the really, I mean, you come together and you don't know what you're going to get, you know, but it always works out. It always works out. So, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Great investment. Yeah, awesome system. Well taught, easy to learn, bite-sized chunks.
Cool. Thanks for coming, Don. Appreciate it.
I'll go. Two things to take away from me were the system, working it, and then also the language, which is probably more, I mean, on the tracking side, you know, putting stuff, you know, all the little things you use for defining a print, you know, all the bridges, walls, all that little stuff, aging, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's brain food. That's all I got, guys. I appreciate your time. Brent, they're all yours, buddy.
All right. I'll be quick. I know you guys want to pack up and get out of here. Freddie, I do need top 5 guys. I know you gave out one, but who top 5?
Easy. Team leaders.
Team leaders?
It's you.
All right, hey, this is from the Professional Citizens Project, all right? He donated them. These are recon leaders guides. There's some other like land nav stuff in there, but these are recon oriented knowledge books. Hey, tracking and reconnaissance go hand in hand, right? You're gathering intel on the enemy. Based on all the stuff he taught you, just looking at footprints, you can determine size of an element, how much they're carrying, whether they're carrying heavy crew serve weapons packs, whether they're moving light. Tells you a lot. You can base all that off of footprints. And Freddy has taught you guys how to read, okay? So, again, Professional Citizens Project, little goodie bag to take home with you, all right?
Thank you.
Good job. Who's next?
Eagle Scout.
Eagle
My
Scout.
Future Eagle Scout. Huh?
Hopefully a future Marine, right?
That's how we yell.
What's up, White Air Force?
No. There you go, brother. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Hey, this guy was first on deck, man. Got here at, what, 1800?
Yeah.
Nobody else is here. I'm like, man, I hope there's still going to be a class. All right, 2 more.
Dawn.
Good job, brother.
And John, pick the last one. I got one.
He's got one. He's got one. Right there.
That's guns. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
If you didn't
Last
get
thing.
one, you also get a bag over there. If you didn't get a book.
Last thing. This is a special memento. There's only a few of these floating around. All right, you got to earn them. These are Sergeant Major Downing coins. Okay, so I'm gonna give top guy.
Thank you.
All right. Best guns. Just because you're Marine. I'm sorry, I'm biased, bro. No. Who's number 3? Ken's already got one.
Eric.
Good job, brother.
Thanks, sir.
All right, hey.
That's a good one. I got